welcome to this evening talk on happiness. It's kind of an old school thing. It's not a webinar, it's not a workshop, it's not something where at the end I will sell you something. It's just a topic that I guess, is central to my life, to my work, but to everyone's life. I mean, we are all one way or another on the quest for happiness. And so I just enjoy talking about those things. I believe there's something valuable in what I share, mostly because it involves the body. Like we can talk about nice concepts, and that's what I want to do tonight. But the idea is that then you put it in your body. If you understand it in your body, then it is meaningful, then it makes a change, then something happens in you. If it's just a nice talk, then it's just a nice talk. And if this is how you want to take it like this, please do. But my intention is to help you, I don't think shift is the right word, but to help you deeply change something in you, if that's what you desire. And for the change to happen, it has to happen in the body. So let your body absorb what I say as well, not just your mind. And then do whatever you want to do with this talk. Happiness is a lie. I guess I've heard it. Perhaps it wasn't said like that, but that's how I understood it as a child. Like you're looking for something that doesn't really exist, and then happiness is a lie serves as a justification to your own unhappiness. It means if you can't be happy, then it's okay to be unhappy. And it is okay to be unhappy. It's just not very pleasant. So happiness is a lie when you affirm it. It's a justification of the fears that emerge when we start thinking that we want to change something in our lives, when we start thinking that we want to live a better life. And then it gets scary because we have no idea what it means to live a better life, a different life, what it means to feel good most of the time. We all say we want to be happy, but then when we actually face it, it's frightening because we have no idea. And we start thinking, well, what if I try and it doesn't work? Or, yeah, of course it works for others, but it doesn't work for me. Or is it even possible? Or it's just like, if I become happy, then it's going to be so boring. No more adrenaline, no more challenges, nothing to solve, nothing to fix, nothing to worry about. My days are going to be empty. And I remember when I was 18, I suffered from anorexia. And so my days were built around food. How to not eat food. When is the next time that I'll have starved myself long enough so that I can allow myself to have a bite of this? And so even if the point was to not eat, I was spending my days thinking about food and when to eat, when not to eat, and everything was structured around that. And I remember precisely the day when I thought, well, I want to be free of that because this is really hell. This is slavery. It gives me a form of power over myself and others because I can make them suffer because they see me not eating and they suffer. And so that's the only way I can kind of grasp them and command them. But it's just a terrible condition. And so I wanted to get out of that. But then I was thinking, I have no idea what my life is going to be when I'm free. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to feel good. I don't know how to live a normal life. And so making the decision to be happy, to feel good, was really scary because I had no idea where I was going and I wasn't really sure I was capable of doing it. So happiness is a lie is a very convenient justification to stay where we are, even if it doesn't feel good. But at least it's like, okay, I'm not going to somewhere that is a lie and doesn't exist. And then everything is a lie, or everything is a belief, or everything is a conviction. The way we only experience life through ourselves, so it makes sense that we put ourselves at the center of our lives. And then our experience, or our sense of reality, is based on our interpretation of what happens to us, of who we are, how we relate to others, how we relate to life. So happiness is a lie just as much as unhappiness is a lie. You just choose which one you want to believe in, and then it becomes your experience. So it's always interesting to choose lies or beliefs or convictions that support us, that make us feel good, that support our health, that support our relationships, that support our abundance, our physical comfort, our interest in life in general. So choose the lie you want, choose the the belief you want, but ultimately none is more real than the other. Then I think happiness is a skill more than a state or a point. That it's certainly not a point that you reach, but I really think it's a skill that allows you to have a fulfilling experience of life, and where you're deeply connected to yourself, to others, and to life in general. It's a skill that when you know you have it, you know you can trust yourself, you know you can trust life, and you know you can trust yourself to make yourself feel safe and secure within you at any time and in front of any circumstance. So if it's a skill, it's something you can practice, and it's something you already have within you. Then you just need to grow it. Then I also believe that happiness is a decision. Before you can practice this skill, you have to decide that this is what you want to do. It's a decision, it's a radical choice that you make for yourself. And it's an agreement between you and you. And it's no one else's business. It's only you and you. And it's going to include or imply a change in your habits and in your behaviors. And these changes will range from quitting drinking to stopping complaining to exercising to dressing differently, and a million of other seemingly mundane things that are going to change, that you will make change. And in the beginning, because this decision is an agreement between you and you, I think it's really important that you protect it. You create a space for it, and then you protect this space, not with aggressivity, but just say, like, this is something between me and me, and it needs to grow. In the beginning, it's very tender. It's very easy to damage this new decision if you start listening to what other people have to say about it. So just be silent, keep it to yourself, and do what you've decided to do. And then as you change, other people will come to know it. Perhaps they will make a comment, perhaps they will just like notice it and don't say anything, but just say, okay, I'm seeing this person is changing. But in the beginning, keep it to yourself, or talk only to people who you know will support you. And then when it grows, the change within you, because it's a change of you adopting a new identity. So when this becomes more secure, more affirmed, more anchored, then you can start talking about what you are doing and why you're doing it, if that's something you want to do. But in the beginning, it's a very tender thing. You keep it for yourself and you grow it. So happiness is based on a decision and a commitment towards yourself, to have a different relationship with yourself, a different relationship with others, and a different relationship with life. And this is what I call a new identity or a different identity. And this different identity will generate a different inner feeling. And this different inner feeling will in turn generate a different outer experience. So it's very concrete. It's not like a theoretical spiritual thing and you can't feel the energy and you don't see it and all those things. It's something physically in your body that changes, where you use different muscles or you use your muscles in a different way. It affects the way you stand, the way you speak, the way you move. You also think in a different way, and you make a conscious effort to do all this in the beginning, and then it becomes who you are. And this radiates a different energy, and this different energy generates different behaviors, different interactions with others, and it attracts or presents to you different experiences. And that's how you transform your reality. Because you see it differently and you see yourself differently in the world. And the reason why I talk about the body and I say it's nice to have a nice conversation, but you need to anchor it in the body, is that there is no other way to do something than to do it. You can talk about it as much as you want, but until you actually do it, it doesn't exist and it is not done. So the same applies to happiness. You can't be happy until you are happy. And there is nothing outside that can make you happy. It's only you from the inside. And then how you dance and use what is happening in the outer world. But it always has to start from within. And there it's really important to understand that it doesn't mean forcing like, yeah, I'm super happy. No, it doesn't mean denying or suppressing what you feel. What you feel is always right. There's always a good reason why you feel the way you do. It's always legit. And first, it must be accepted, recognized, honored, whatever the feeling is, even if it feels really, really bad. And then you're going to work with it and transform it and do something good with it. But it still means that you want to cultivate an inner state of happiness. We will see then how we can call that. But an inner state that allows you to dance with life as the person you want to be. And this includes being sad or angry at times, or frustrated, or not understanding what's going on, or having the feeling that you can't achieve anything. These are all part of the human experience. But what you create is a different relationship with all of this. And you create it as the person you want to be, as a happy person. So as I said, it's a skill. It's not that it feels good all the time. It's how you're able to move and absorb all those energies and do something with them. So it doesn't really matter whether the problem or the challenge that you have identified in your life is related to love or health or money or business or self-esteem or whatever else. The inner feeling that you want to experience will be more or less the same. It's something that most people describe as, you want to feel confident, you want to feel relaxed, you want to feel at peace, you want to enjoy a healthy body, you want to enjoy healthy relationships with others, but also with yourself, and have some sense of purpose and contribution in life. And this is what we could call happiness. something that makes life meaningful. So it doesn't matter to which area of your life you want to apply this or where you want to experience this feeling, because anyway, everything is fluid, and what you experience in one area of your life is going to transfer and infuse the other areas of your life. And that means that there are some general rules, or rather like practices, I would say, that you can follow, and you apply them without putting too much focus or stress on the specific area that you want to transform, because the more you can be relaxed about this one, the easier and the faster it's going to transform. And the more you focus on, I want to change my relationship, I want to change my job, I want to change my health, then just the focus like this is constricting everything, and your body gets tense, and all the paths for the energy get tense, and nothing can flow anymore, and so it blocks, or it really slows down the process. So just know that it doesn't matter in which area you apply it, it's going to be efficient in all areas. So what is this thing that you apply or that you do? It's let me just take the time to feel. So because we live in a world that is so much focused on the head, doing things in our head, like everything is digital. We almost don't do anything anymore with our hands. So it can be easier to start with the mind, and then you bring things in the body. Things you can do that are really powerful. They are simple, but they require, like, it takes something from you. If you want it, then you have to give it something as well. So it's easy, it's simple, but you have to stick to it. First thing you can do is to stop complaining and stop engaging in gossip. Stop complaining, because, well, just try it and see what happens. But most things don't need to be lamented, or you don't need to, there's so many things that are completely unimportant in life, and when you stop complaining, or when you complain much less, then you realize that, wow, it gives you back so much time and so much energy. And gossip is another form of complaining, and most of all, it destroys yourself first, because all the judgment and criticism and gossip that you can have about other people are also things that you tell yourself. So even from a very egotistic point of view, be kind to others, because that's a way to be kind to yourself. And then if something is unpleasant, then you go through a series of questions, and you try. It's like trying a key and then see which one opens the door. Questions you can ask yourself are, can I make this thing, annoying situation, not matter? Is it possible? What happens if I just decide, okay, this is not so important? In fact, it doesn't even matter. How do I feel inside? What do I think about myself? Is it the right thing to think or not? You try it. You will see that in many instances, if you can make it not matter, it just solves by itself. Or you can look for something enjoyable. Is there, or can I find anything enjoyable in this annoying situation? What kind of benefit do I get from it? And sometimes the answer to this question will show you why you keep circling in the same situations, or it will just make it clearer. Like, anger is an emotion that's very strong, very powerful, and oftentimes we kind of like it because it makes us feel alive, it makes us feel powerful, it gives us an excuse to dare to say things we want to say the whole day but we feel afraid of. And so we use the energy of anger and the excuse of, oh yeah, I was angry, so I just said it, instead of owning, this is what I want to say. and I can say it with calm. I can just feel safe and say what I have to say. So there are benefits in all those things that we dislike. And then with the example of anger, but it works with other emotions, like there is so much energy in there. What can I use this energy for instead of using this energy against? Or just what can I use this energy for in general? If there's so much energy in there, then can I create something? Can I make something more interesting, more beautiful, more enjoyable? And because what we were saying before, there is no other way to do something than to do it, or to be something than to be it. Is the person that I want to be, or how is the person that I want to be reacting in this situation? If I say I want to be someone who is relaxed, who's confident, who is healthy, who has healthy, enjoys healthy relationships, then as that person, how do I interact in this situation? What do I say? What do I think? What do I think about myself? That's the most important thing most of the time. And how do I behave? If I am really this person, do I get angry? Do I shout? Do I feel desperate? Most probably, if I am really confident, if I feel safe, if I feel secure within myself, if I know that this is a skill that I have, that I'm capable of handling or welcoming any experience in my life, and experience it, live it with a sense of healthy pride, of like kind of a quality of something that is noble, that is respectful. If I am that kind of person, then most probably I don't shout, I don't insult, I don't go into incredible drama. I receive things, I create space for those emotions. I watch them with love, and then I choose what is the correct answer, what is the correct response. It doesn't mean that I'm that I don't, how to say that? It doesn't mean that I don't have boundaries. It doesn't mean that I don't say no, or that I don't say it's not working like this with me. But it just means that the way I say it is from a place where there is confidence, there is trust, and there is respect and love and attention for myself, but also for the other person. So this is the kind of mental work that you can do. And as you do it, it affects your body. You change just in the way you stand, in the way you move. But then you can work the other way around. You start from your body, and this will naturally induce other thoughts, other ways of talking and being. And the first thing that you can do is slow down everything. When you move with slow movements, then you can immediately feel if there is something within you that wants to go faster, because you don't feel so secure, you don't feel so confident. So training slow movements, even if you want to reach out to your cup of coffee just over there, and you go slow, and it feels weird, but slowness is a demonstration of confidence, of power. If you are safe, you don't need to rush. You have all the time in the world. And then when you speak, the same. If you can lower your voice, and in order to lower your voice, you have to lower your energy, to let your energy go in your lower abdomen, and to speak more slowly. And when you do that, Pay attention to what is happening within. And everything within you that wants to go faster, because you're not sure you can occupy this space, you're not like, who am I to think I can just be there and say, this is me, and do nothing. So everything that wants to go faster, you relax it. Sigh of relief. And you feel your lower abdomen that relaxes. So below your navel, between the hips, this is where there is the center of the energetic center of the body, where the life force is, where we have the sexual organs, where we create, literally, we create life and we create energy. And so when you let your energy go there and be quiet, then you can feel your entire body that relaxes and the inner chatter that stops. And you can start feeling just how good it feels to be you. And you can smile to your body, to all your organs, to your entire being, to your life, to everything that's given to you, to everything that you create, to the beauty of being you in this moment. And you let yourself feel safe in this feeling of being you, relaxed, quiet, powerful, doing nothing, just existing. And if you do that 10 times a day, it doesn't even take 1 minute, you will see things change, transform in profound ways, in ways that last. Like you truly anchor something different in your body. You truly come back to your power, your strength, and your capacity to love. And that's the most important. Nothing can happen outside of your body, because this is where you change the energy first. So if you slow down everything, if you practice relaxing, and when you relax, you use the sigh of relief, you smile gently without forcing anything, and pay attention, like relax the toes, relax the legs, all the hips, the buttocks, the belly, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, relax the eyebrow, relax then the mind. You can relax the mind, that's a crazy thing. Just that. And then feel how good it feels. And realize that this is you creating it. There is nothing outside of you that gives you this feeling. It's just you. So you have this power within you. You don't need anything external. And the outer world, the external world, will then reflect this back at you in experiences that are much more relaxed, much more nourishing, much more profound, much more meaningful, healthier, more abundant. Because you created this within you. And the last thing you can do then, that's not the last, but the last I chose for tonight to share with you, is to refrain from, it's probably the most important in fact, refrain from forcing things to happen. And when you are in this relaxed state, then you're completely open to receiving. You trust completely because you know that everything is right and it happens as it has to happen, like in the right moment. All you have to do is give the right impulse when it is needed. And you will know when it is needed. You will know what to do. You will know what to say. And you will know when exactly to do it and to say it from your body, not from your mind. So the more you can be in contact with your body, really attuned to your body, feeling what is happening there, the more relaxed you can be, then you don't have to think anymore because you know that you will do what has to be done in the right moment and the rest will naturally follow. And for that, you have to remember that you have a body. So it means the head is part of the body. And then you have to help yourself know that you have a body, like feel it, which means pressing your hands over your entire body, remembering that it's there, and looking for pleasure. What makes you feel more alive? How can you make everything a little more enjoyable, a little more vibrant, a little more sensual? Look for that. And many things will change just for that. We're made for happiness. It's just a natural being of a healthy human being, nothing more. And it's beautiful.